your laptop, so you guys can log into SAP software here. So just double click on, okay, so this is a software. Usually we are a function consultant, we don't install the software, we don't know how to install and all, like we don't take care of it. Okay, there is a separate team. When you join the company, right, there will be a separate team, they will take care of SAP installation and all, like server access, etc. It's not our job. So so you can log in, you can practice a course with the yeah, this one ECC6 and S4HANA. So S4HANA, like you need to go for online server, you can install for that. I think monthly 1,500,000 rupees they charge. Okay, but that's fine. S4HANA is a like whatever I teach in ECC6, it's also there in S4HANA. You guys, it's up to you guys. Okay, so if you want to take a ECC6, you can practice, or else you can take a S4HANA server, you can practice. Okay, so the PM module remains same in both ECC6 and S4HANA version. Okay, so at the end of the course, I will explain the difference as well. What is the changes? But functionality wise, it's all same. But don't take S4HANA server unnecessary. Like why you waste the money? Just you can practice with ECC6 only. Okay. So what is ECC6, S4HANA and all? Like I explained in demo class, right? Okay. So see. Okay. Once you double click on. Okay. Let me just. I will give the small. Introduction how to log into the SAP. Okay. Just double click on, and so there'll be a client number 800, 500, 400, 300. Okay, each company, each project they use different number. Okay, and they will give your credential, like user ID and password. By using that you can log in, and SAP is available in so many language. SAP, if you want to log into the this one Italian language, you see, you can enter the language code and you can log. And if you want to log into the French, you can enter FR as a language code and you can log in. So for now, whenever now I am going to log in. So by default, it's logging into the English version. Okay. So SAP is a global software, like right, for nearly more than 4 lakh companies they use for their organization. Okay, so that's why SAP software is built, developed for different languages. Okay, so once you log in, so this is the first screen here. See, so this is the first screen. This is called as a initial easy access screen and or initial screen. And whatever the server, like a software you are going to practice, is called as a demo version. It's a demo version, but don't say in the interview I learned in demo version or I worked in demo version. Okay, so you should say I worked in ECC6 and S4HANA. So that's why. So but here in this demo version, you'll be granted with anything. Okay, you can write the program, you can do the basis activity, you can do anything. Okay, so here you're not controlled. Okay, but tomorrow, like if you join example some companies like Infosys, and there you'll be limited. Okay, you are a functional consultant, you are authorized to do the functional consultant role. So programmers, they will be authorized to do the program. I'm a function consultant. If I try to write the program, I cannot do that because we are not a programmers, right? We are a functional consultant. So that's why, based on the nature of the person, so SAP access will be given. But here in this demo version, you can do whatever you want. Okay, and there'll be a okay. First, this is called as a command bar. So here you can enter the T code. Okay, here see, you can enter the T code, and like maximum, see, as of now one session is open, and we can open maximum 6 session like this. Okay, or else if you enter Control O, it will open a new session, or else click on this new. See, this is how you can open a new session, and you can minimize a session, maximize a session. So like this, you can open maximum 6 sessions, and if you want to close, you can close. See, and uh, and if you want to save, you can save, and if you want to hide the command bar, you can hide, and if you want to go back, you can go back, or else press escape, or else if you want to log off, so you can use this button. And if you want to print, if you want to find search, you can use this button, and if you want to move to the different pages, you can use this button. Okay, so here. So what here I told about T code. What is T code? T code nothing but transaction codes. In SAP we use the T codes. So what is T code? Like I will send you the list of the T codes. You have to remember those. Okay. So you are a functional consultant. You are going as a experienced, so should remember the T codes. Okay. So we can remember. Okay. So whatever the class I'm going to explain, right? So at least those you should remember. Okay. So, and in order to access, like, okay, example, I want to create a equipment. So let me go to the logistics, see here. So under the plant maintenance, see here, example, I want to create a function location. Okay, see, these are here IL01 transaction is there, double click on that. You can create a function location. These are one option, okay? And or else you can add any T code. This IL01 you can add it as a favorite, say favorite bar. You can insert a transaction. Just information I'm explaining. Okay, you guys don't need to practice this. So here you can add any IL01 as a transaction screen. This one, see favorite. So double click on that. You will go to the particular transaction screen. So why I explained all this? How to add the favorites and how to follow the T code here. So these are just end users will follow. Don't worry, just for information I explained, but you guys always enter the T code. Okay. So transaction code you have to enter. So just information how to use the T codes I explained. Okay. So but don't practice this way. So end users they will when they are using SAP for their organization they will practice. Okay. Now, okay, what I do first in today's topic I'll be starting the work center. Okay, master datas guys. So yeah, see, uh, okay, so in today's first before going to the master datas, I would like to explain few datas. Okay, see demo class so far till here we have completed, right? Demo class just overview. Okay, so yeah, so let me explain master data later. First, in SAP we have a different types of datas. One is called as the organization data. Okay, nothing but plant, planner group, plant section, sort field, object type. These are called as the organization data. And other data called as a this organization data we have to create in the configuration. What is configuration? For that we use a transaction SPRO. So you will understand at the end of the course. And master data. Master data we use we have a different types of master data. We are going to study all those. Like work center is a master data, equipment is a master data, function location is a master data, class characteristic, class catalog, task list. These are called as a master data. Okay, so we are going to study one by one. So these are one-time creation, one-time creation. Okay, so in the class I will be explaining how to create a one by one. Few examples I will explain, but in real time we don't create a one by one. So like thousands of data we upload from the Excel to the SAP directly. We can create a thousands of work center, thousands of equipment, function location like that. Okay, so you will see at the end of the class. And another type of data is called as a transaction data. All these notifications, maintenance orders, maintenance plans, all this we call as a transaction data. Okay, so by using master data we create a transaction data. So in SAP there is something called as a organization structure. So there'll be a company code. First level always company will be there. Okay, under the company code will be there. Under the company there's a planning plant will be there. Under the planning plant there's a maintenance plant. Okay, under the maintenance plant there'll be a planner group, work center. This is called as a plant maintenance organization structure. So this is called as a org structure, organization structure. Okay, so I think you have not understood whatever I explained. Why? Because you don't know what is this work center, what is this planner group, what is this plant and all. Like you don't have an idea, right? I think and that's why you are not understood anything. That's fine. So slowly I will take you. Okay, just you have to follow me. Okay, slowly you will understand. Okay, so whatever I explain. So in today's class I'll be starting the master datas. So what is nothing but master datas? See, and one more thing, like I have a PPTs. So here also step by step everything explained. Okay, but I don't spend much time on PPTs. Okay, because why? Because I want to spend more time on SAP itself. PPTs and all these study materials you guys can read whenever you get a time. Okay, you can read whenever you get a time. But I'm going to spend more time on live SAP system. Okay, I want to explain more on SAP itself. I will show in SAP. Okay, all these study materials, everything, and I will give you. You guys can go through and practice. Okay, okay. So recording is going on, right? Yeah. So now in today's class, first I'm going to explain master data. This is a first interview question. So especially in the PM module, we have a more master data. So what are the master data you worked on? Can you explain? Like that they will ask in interview. So you should say master data are work center, function location, equipment, bill of material, classifications and characteristic, permits, catalogs, measuring point. Revision is not a master data. Even permit also master data. It's not a master data. You can exclude. Okay, and task list. So main master data are work center, function location, equipment. Uh, this one bomb, class and characteristic, catalog, measuring point, and task list. These are called as a master data. Okay, so what is this? Even there's a maintenance plan also there, but that is not called as a master data. Okay. So actually maintenance plan is a transaction data. So it's a very big topic. First 10 class will be based on the master data. Okay. I'll be taking separate class and I will explain. So work center, nothing but today I will explain. Okay. Today we'll talk about work center. So in next class, I will be explain work center nothing but is a maintenance team like electrical maintenance team, mechanical team, like if any machine got a problem, they will repair. Okay, so we call them as a work center. And function location nothing much. It's a areas or department. If you take any factory, any plant, there'll be a different departments will be there. No, so we call them as a function locations. Okay, so under the function location, there'll be a machineries, equipments. So there'll be what are different types of machineries. We can see that equipment, that is called as a equipment, and each machine like what are it's made up of, like what are all the parts. So that is called as a BOM, bill of material. And class and characteristic nothing, what are the specification of particular like machine, like what voltage it will run, what is like frequency, RPM, pressure, temperature, like this. Okay, specification nothing but class and characteristic. And permits, safety permit, if any maintenance team they want to do the maintenance work, they have to take a permit, right? So that's about it. So catalog, so catalog nothing but which part is failing, because of what reason and why it is failing. So all those we call as a catalogs. So like this we have so many master data, so it will take a separate it's quite long, and so I will be explaining one by one. Okay, so we'll study all those one by one. First in today's class, let's talk about work center. Okay, so what is nothing but work center? Uh, Work center nothing but is a group of maintenance people. So if you visit to the any plant factories, right, there is a work center. Okay, so there is a work center. Uh, Work center nothing but ideally it's a technique maintenance people group. So if you visit to the any plant, it's a factory, right? So there'll be so many departments will be there, right? There's HR department, there is a marketing department, purchase department, there is a different production departments. So like that there'll be a maintenance department also there. So what maintenance team responsibility? So their job is to keep the good condition of the machine, right? If a machine got a problem, they have to repair. So their job is to do the maintenance work. So electrical maintenance team, they will take care of electrical machineries. Mechanical team, they will take care of a mechanical maintenance machineries maintenance. Okay, that's about it. So we call them as a work center. Work center nothing is a group of people. It can be a labor, it can be engineer, it can be a supervisors, like we call them as a work center. So according to organization requirement, we can create a different types of work center. Okay, so in order to create a work center, IR01 is a transaction T code, IR02 for change, IR03 for display. So here you can follow this and you can create, but let me go to the SAP. I will explain. See, let me go to the SAP. So first, to create a work center, we have to enter the transaction IR01. See, so now I enter the transaction. If you want to go back, you can go back. And if you want to move from, example, I want to move from work center to the equipment creation. If I enter IE01, it won't take C. So always try to practice as a slash n in front of slash n, enter the T code IR01. See. So always enter slash. If you are in initial screen, no need to enter the slash n. You can go to the particular transaction screen. But my suggestion, always practice in front of slash n is default and T code is IR01 to create a work center. So press enter or else click on this button. Okay. So these are screen to create a work center. So work center nothing but I told you like it's a group of maintenance people. So example, there will be a ITA people will be there, right? We call them as a technicians, like turner, fitter, like electricians. So usually once any above them, supervisor above technician, there'll be a supervisor. Ideally, they are from diploma background. Okay, and above supervisors there'll be engineers will be there. Okay, so those who are from the BE, like, okay, so above maintenance engineers, there'll be managers, above them DGM, and then GM, and then vice president, head of the department, vice president, CEO, like that. Okay, the organization structure will be there. Okay, so we call them as a maintenance team, maintenance department. Okay, so now the may see any company's profit depends on production. Production depends on machineries. What condition of the machinery you have. So that's about this one, a work center. Okay, I mean sorry, uh, like that's how company's profit depends, right? So in order to keep the equipments, nothing but is a machineries. Okay, in order to keep the good condition of equipments, we have to do the maintenance team. They have to do the maintenance work. So example, they have to apply the grease, they have to repair some, if any issues they have to repair. Okay, if any noise they have to fix it. Okay, if any motor problem, gearbox problem, they have to fix it. Okay, so maintenance team responsibility is do the repair maintenance work. Okay, so we call them as a work center. Now we can create a work center. Nothing but is a group of maintenance people who are responsible for carrying out the maintenance activities. So we can create a work center like mechanical, and another work center like electrical, another work like instrumentation. Okay. So this is how we can create a different types of uh, this one like a work center. Okay. Work center can be a person name, like or else department, I mean different you based on the maintenance work like electrical, mechanical, like that. Or else you can create a shift work center, B shift work center, night shift work center, like that. Okay, you can create a different work center like this. Okay, so according to the business requirement, client will tell, okay, each person create a work center, or else they will say, okay, create one mechanical work center, under that you can add a mechanical people, create a electrical work center, and then you can add a this one electrical people under the electrical work center. Okay, that's how. So this is how we can create a work center. Okay, according to the business requirement. So now explained what is nothing but work center, and like there'll be a work center I mean maintenance team department will be there. Okay, so and based on the maintenance team person, people based on their job domain, so we can create a work center. Okay, So even it can be a person name also. Okay, so it's up to the client to decide what is a work center. Okay, so how to create a work center? IR01 is a transaction to create a work center. So here you can enter the plant. So what is plant? Plant nothing but is a 4-digit number, like it's a 4-digit characteristic. Okay, so each and every plant will create with a plant number. So production team they will create a plant. Okay, so we don't create a plant. So but once the sorry, team, metal management team, they will create a plant. Okay, once they create a plant, those will be available here. And once you join the company, like your manager or team lead or a senior person, they will tell which plant you should work. Okay, see, there'll be a, Berlin plant, there'll be a different across the world, like see, Waldorf plant, Mumbai plant, New York plant, Chicago plant. See, so these are 4-digit number and these are plant description. See, so this is called as a description, this is called as a plant numbers. Okay, see, so now let's say you're from like now you let's imagine you completed the course, you placed it to the Infosys, and Infosys they got a project from Tata Steel. Okay, let's imagine, and Tata Steel they are implementing the SAP for Jamshedpur plant, let's assume. Okay, now imagine this always guys, those who are like practicing, you can use 1,000 plant. Okay, so 1,000 plant. So let's imagine this itself is the Jamshedpur plant. Okay, so plant created with the 1,000, and like Tata Steel they have the plant in Chennai, so that is 1,001. So they have the plant in UK, that is 1,002, like that. Okay, so it's a different name will be there for each plant. Plant nothing but production unit, factory. Tata Steel they produce a steel. Okay, they have the steel factory in Jamshedpur, they have the steel factory in Chennai, they have the factory in UK, like that. Okay, so different countries or states, they can have so many plants. Okay, each plant represents different 4-digit number. Okay, now let's imagine, so you are working for SAP, you are implementing SAP for Jamshedpur Tata Steel plant. Okay, and so this is the plant you should use. So in real time, it's a real time a different plant number will be there. Okay, so for now you can use 1,000 plant. Okay, to practice. And work center name, so under the 1,000 plant. Okay, under the like example Jamshedpur plant factory, there'll be a mechanical team will be there. This is a work center name you can enter. And already I created with the so many, so I cannot use a repeat, I cannot repeat the same name, so that's why I use some incremental number. Okay, see, so, and don't ask me what is this underscore 90, you can ignore, you can ignore. Okay, it's just simply I'm using. Okay, so this underscore, there's no meaning for underscore. Let's imagine this is a mechanical work center. Okay, this is a name, some mechanical team I'm going to create, mechanical work center, and category should be 0005. So 0005 nothing but here from the for the plant maintenance we use 0005. There are so many other team, other modules, they also create a work center, so they will use different category. For the maintenance relevant to our work center, we use we create with the 0005 category. Okay, press enter, you will be into this screen. Okay, and here the fields are grayed out. See, and if checkbox is there, then you have to enter mandatory. Okay, and so these are optional, so these are fields you can enter the values. And so these are called as an example drop down. If you click on this drop down now, so you'll get some values. This is called as a drop down values. So plant I cannot change, work center name already I can, it comes from previous step, I cannot change. So let me enter Tata Steel. Okay, so under the plant, okay, 1,000, I'm going to create one mechanical work center. See, mechanical maintenance group I'm going to create. Enter the description. If you want to enter more information, more information, you can go to the long test, you can enter. You can click on this button. Okay, you can enter, but that's fine. So, and these are the fields I cannot change. Okay, even if you select any field, any value, it won't take. Why? Because that is a field grayed out. You cannot edit this field. And here something called as a person responsible. What is this? Person responsible, nothing but there is a, okay, some person like engineer. It can be a engineer. It can be a supervisor. So he is responsible for this mechanical team. Nothing but, so he is a leader. He is heading the team. Okay, he is responsible for this mechanical group like that. Okay, so Mr. Venu, let's say Manohar. Manohar is in charge of this mechanical team. See, but his name not there. Manohar name is not there. See, how to create a Manohar name? So currently it's not there, right? So let me open the new session. Don't worry this SPRO. Okay, now I'm going to add the person name in the configuration, but don't worry about this. You will understand this later. Just you have to follow me. Okay, it's a configuration you don't understand, so you have to follow me. Okay, so later once I start the configuration class, you will understand this. So for now, let me go to the work center. Under the work center, there is an option to create a person responsible for the work center. Go to the new entries, enter the plant which you are creating. So Mr. Manohar, see, you only three characteristic you can enter, short name and description. Manohar, see. Oh, already it exists, huh? Let's say MA. Okay, so like this you can create so many person responsible. Just one entry I shown, but you can create as many. So you have to enter the plant, you have to enter the short name, you have to enter the description. Okay, so this is how you can add the person responsible name. Go to the new entry, click on save. So now added. So now if I go to the work center, see his name will be there. Okay, previously it was not there, right? So we can select. So that means Manohar is in charge of this work center. Okay, so he is leading the mechanical team. And you will understand why this work center is required. There's a link between the next class, you will understand. Okay, just you have to follow me. Okay, and so where this mechanical team they will sit, location Atimat, where they located. Okay, so whether they sit in production area or like some other HR department, some other like other area like that. Okay, there will be a location we can create in the configuration the way I created person responsible. I'll show later. For now, usually in the production, if you go to any factories, like there's a department will be there, no production lines where will be so many machineries will be there. So under the corner of the department or else in center of the department, there'll be a shift in charge office will be there. Like usually maintenance team, they will sit. Okay. So let's say they sit in the production area. If any machine got damaged, like any problem, they immediately they go and they resolve. They will fix that issue like that. Okay, and there are so many other fields are there, we don't use that. So you have to remember, like you have to concentrate on the fields which are I'm using. So other module, other people, they use other fields. Okay, now this work center mechanical team has to be used for only for maintenance task. If any task list, if you try to use this work center, we'll get a error. Okay, so only for maintenance task list we should use this work center. So maintenance work relevant, like only for maintenance work relevant, we should use this mechanical team. And in SAP PM module, we don't use any other we don't use a standard value key. Okay. So next class you will understand why we use standard value key. in production, especially in PP module, they use uh, the standard value keys. Okay, so we don't worry about the standard value key. Okay, because PM module we don't use standard value keys, so that's why we entered SAP 0, nothing but standard value keys. So these standard value keys given by SAP, but we don't use them. Okay, any standard value key. In PP module, production module, they use like what is our time to set up a machine, like what is how many labors are working, operators are working, like that. Okay, so processing time and all, like they use different standard value key, but PM module we don't use that. So this is called as a basic data details. So under the basic data tab, so there are so many fields information I entered. Next, let me move on to the default values tab. If I go to the default value tab, there are so many other fields. We don't use that. Only we use Control K. So ideally in the organization, there'll be two types of employees. One is internal employees, one is contract employees, right? So example, if you are doing the maintenance work by using internal employees, you can use a PM01 control key. Or else if you are doing the maintenance work by using external vendor or someone, okay, so you are taking external manpower, so you can use PM02. And example, if you are calling the company particular company to do the service, so use PM03 control key. Okay, that's how it is. For now, I use, let's imagine all the maintenance work executed by internally. Okay, I use internal employees. Okay, so yeah, that's why we use a control key PM01 and capacities. So in the capacity category, we enter labors are our capacity, right? So that's why we enter 002. Okay, so capacities we enter this is a category we enter. Okay, 002. So we don't use other categories. Okay, so different module like PP module, QM module, like they will also create a work center, they use different categories. Okay, but PM module we use capacity category as a 002. Nothing but labors are capacity, right? So my mechanical team capacity is labors. So okay, now there'll be other formulas. What is this other formula? So this is called as a, in order to calculate the capacities in the operations, so we add the formula called as SAP 008. So these are the standard formulas which are given by SAP, but however, we can also create our own formula. You have to remember this formula, okay? So for the capacity calculation, we use 0008 formula. For scheduling, we use capacity category will be the, again it's a labor. For scheduling, we use uh, SAP 004. Okay. So these are the, don't worry about all these formulas guys. Okay. Just you have to remember these two formula. So entire course, we don't use any other formulas. These are the only two formulas. So in order to calculate the capacity, you use SAP 008. In order to calculate the scheduling, then scheduling time, so we can use SAP 004. Okay, so you'll understand later like how those helpful. Okay, so now I enter capacity details, I enter scheduling details. In the capacity, there are a few more details. Just double click on, and you can go and you can enter the details like, okay, now you can enter the mechanical description as a mechanical work center. And ideally each and every company there is a factory calendar. Okay, so in the factory calendar, like country based calendar, like where they define when the weekly off, like when the independence day, okay, when the festival day, like that. Okay, they'll prepare a holiday calendar and they will uh, we have to assign that calendar. Okay, so production people they will create a factory calendar, and so we are going to assign the factory calendar here. For now we use German calendar. Okay, okay, so this is a factory calendar. So nothing but we employ like when the maintenance people they will be working, when they're weekly off, when they're like now not working, like that. Okay, so information will exist in the factory calendar. And Base unit of measure is H nothing but hours. So we're going to measure work by hour. So if the technician working for 5 hours to repair, then it's a 5 hour, right? Unit of measure is a capacity measure, unit is hour. H nothing but hourly. When this mechanical team will be working, so they'll be working from morning 9 o'clock. Let's assume, and they will finish the work in evening 6 nothing but 24 hours, it's a 18. Okay, see, this is a start time, this is a end time, and their lunch break 1 hour. See, total working hours now calculated as a 8 hours, and they are working for 100%. Okay, during lockdown and all, like if the company running for off day, then only 50% capacity we can use. Like in that case we can enter 50%, but now let me keep 100 on the, and how many individual number of individual capacity, nothing but one. Okay, so what is this one, why one is there? So actually number of individual capacity, nothing but, so number of people are there in the work center. Let's say two people, two mechanical people are there, maintenance people. See, now work is calculated as a 16. If I enter 4, see, 32. Can you guys tell me like how this capacity is calculating, capacity hours? How this 32 is coming? Anyone can guess? It's a question for you
Depend
guys.
8 hours into 4 man days.
Yes, yes, correct. Okay, 8 fours are 32. See, 32 hours, nothing but. So from this work center, have the 32 hours capacity to repair any machine. Okay, to spend uh, to spend on maintenance work. Okay, and then you can assign the overload like OT time 10%, 20% extra time if they are working like that. Okay, but that's fine. And who are these four people? Who are these four people? So it's very important interview question. Okay, so if you click on the HRMS integration, human resource management system, see, if you go to the labors, and here there's an option, we can add the people. Okay, employees, we can link technician or maintenance person, any person. Okay, it can be supervisor, engineer, or technician. Ideally it's a technician. Okay, so we can add a, double click on the person, and here list will be there. Okay, employee list, and maintenance team, PM, or like a PM consultant, we cannot create a, we can search based on the employee ID, first name, last name. There are different options are available. Okay, so you can search. So if you know the like I don't know the just information, any information, just let me take a list. So this database will be created by HR team. Once the employee maintenance person joins the organization, right? First you go to the HR team, right? They will direct your team. So and they will create a employee ID, employee like they will maintain the employee database. Okay, and then we are going to select that. So let's say Mr. Abram. See, he's a one person. Like this manually we can select one by one. Okay, so one person is added. Let me add few more. There are four people, right? So we can add four people. So employee list will be created by HR team. This is one of the area where PM module has integration with HR module. Okay, if the companies are using HR module, then employee list will be there. See, Mr. Adam is a one person. Okay, like this you can link the employees to the work center. Christine, see, Anderson, Christine, like that. Okay, let's imagine these are the maintenance people, so we can add them to the work center. Okay, So and these are work center under the mechanical team. These are the people, technicians, and we can add based on the person, based on the position also. See, so these are all created by this one HR team, and just a maintenance team responsibility. When we create a work center, we link the employees to the work center. That's it. Nothing but overall will be there in the team. My mechanical team, there are 4 people now. At 3 added, I'm going to add one more person now. See, technician. I will add technician. See, under that technician, there is only one person is there for now. So added. So like this, you can add as many person. And once a company like employee left the company, you can delete, you can remove from the work center. That's all. So this is how capacity hmm, details you can enter. And HRMS it is a HR link. Okay, so where we can add the employees to the work center. Now I yeah, okay, I created with the capacity. I entered already. Entered the scheduling details. Okay, I entered the capacities. I entered the basic data. I entered the default value details. So don't worry about the other fields. Don't think I'm not explaining. Okay, see, these are the fields we don't use for PM module. Okay, so whatever the fields I'm explaining, those are very important. Whichever the company you go, wherever you go, use only those fields. Okay, so other field, other model take care. They will use. So now let me move on to the costing tab. So costing start date nothing but when the work will start, and end date nothing but when the work will finish. Okay, and controlling area you can enter cost center. So this controlling area automatically comes. Okay, automatically from the plant itself. There's a controlling area linked to the plant, so that will come automatically. We don't enter this. Okay, the field is grayed out. We cannot enter. So this is a start date. So and this is a end date nothing but usually it's an infinity, like okay, simply SAP will propose this date. Okay, and it's valid for infinity days like that. So until this nobody like will be there, right? So just we call it as a like infinity date. Okay, end date. So that means so it started from today. So it valid till this date. Work center. You can use this work center and cost center. Cost center. Okay. Uh, so we can enter the cost center. Say. See, what is this cost center? So cost center is a finance master data. All these cost center activity, these are the master data. The person who's learning the FICO model, right? They will learn all these finance related master data. Okay. So now we are learning these master data, right? PM model. So like that, like us, they will also use master data. They will also learn master data. We don't worry about this. So what is this cost center then? So in order to save the maintenance cost, okay, like how many labors worked, how many spare parts, materials consumed, okay, for the maintenance work, all these to collect the cost. So cost center nothing but just is like account bank account number. Okay, so finance team they will create a cost center and they will assign to the work. They will tell you finance person will tell which cost center has to be linked to the work center. Okay, so see, so these are, let's imagine for technical service purpose, like there's a cost center. Ideally this is a maintenance relevant cost center. They'll create a production cost center, mechanic quality cost center, like HR cost center, like that. Okay, but we use maintenance cost center. Okay, and this cost center number will be given by finance team. You will tell what is the value to link to the work center. Okay, and activity type. See, in activity we can link so many activity to the work center. So what is the activity type? So in the maintenance work, there'll be different types of activities will be there. Example, if you are going to welding, maintenance person like our technician, when he repair, so there's a crack, he has to do the welding. So that is activity. And he has to apply the grease. It's a greasing activity. He has to, let's imagine, he has to repair. That is the repair activity. So like machine is so dirty, he has to clean that. That is also activity, right? But the cleaning activity and welding activity, assembly activity, like these are different activities, right? So obviously labor rate varies for these activities. Cleaning, obviously less rate. Any person, anyone unskilled person also can clean the machine, but the person, like only people who are experienced, they can do the assemble, right? Assembly, no. So the only experience, like welder, those who know the welding, they can weld, right? So like that, there will be a maintenance cost varies based on the activity. Okay, so finance team, they create an activity type, and they will link to the work center. And before linking, so we need to main finance. Ideally, finance team, they will do this. There's a transaction called as a KP26. So this is a finance team, they will be taking care. But for now, just for information, I will explain now. Okay. So this is purely finance task. Okay, but we should also know. So version in KP26 transaction, finance team, what they do per particular version. So for particular month, these are January, these are February, let's say, sorry, December. From January to December in the year of 2022, and for the cost center, this is a cost center here. The work center, cost center, and activity type. Activity type. Uh, so finance team, they will create a different activity. Okay. So repair, see repair activity. Okay, so with the combination of cost center and activity type, finance team, they, for the particular period, they will maintain labor rate. See, for particular activity, they will maintain labor rate 100 euros. So for this activity, this is a price, let's say. So for January, so let's say 100 euros. For February, so 100 euros, like that. Okay, okay. I mean, if the technician work for 1 hour, so labor cost will be calculated as a 100 euros. If they work for 2 hours, so it's a like that, you will see it. Okay, so and April onwards, labor rate is increased, and so you can add the like 110, 120, like that. Okay, in the upcoming next months, from April onwards. Okay, like that. So like there'll be a, this is called as a fixed price, and variable price also we can maintain. Okay, so ideally this is a finance team, they will take care. Only maintenance people, uh, we should know, finance team, they will maintain the activity rate for, with a combination of activity type and cost center. For the particular period, they will enter the price. Okay, so they will take care of this, we don't worry. So so based on this only, labor cost will be calculated. This is very important, you should know. Okay, but finance team, they will take care, we don't worry. We don't do this setting in the real time when you're working in the company. Now so that activity we have to link here. See, and so for, enter the formula, like scheduling formula SAP 008 here. Okay, so and you can link so many activity types. Okay, many activity types. For now, I linked only one activity type. So click on save. Now I entered all the tabs. See, these are the tabs: capacities tab, scheduling tabs, costing tab. So these are called as the tabs. Under the tabs, there will be so many fields, information we filled. And now let my work center creation is over. Okay, let me save. Once I click on, see, serving success message, green message, nothing but. Okay, so work center is created for the plant 1000 under the Jamshedpur plant. This is a mechanical team now. Okay, so let me go to the IR02 transaction. So now we have to change the work center, like a plant, the work center which we created now. So now we can go to the change. Okay, always 01 T code is for creation, 02 for change, 03 for display. Now IR0 here also you can see which T code, what is the program, which user, all this. Now we can, if you want to modify the work center, let's say there is a new person joined and I want to, or else let's say someone left the company. Okay, I want to delete. See, Mr. Abraham left the company. I want to delete him. See, now only three people will be there. You can enter the capacity as a three. Okay, see, this is how you can modify the work center. If you want to change any data, this is how you can modify. Click on save. Okay, so now work center is created. Next, IR03 is a transaction. So to display now, enter the plant, enter the work center, press enter. See, this is a display mode where you can view the work center. You cannot edit in the display mode. IR01 transaction, you can create a work center. IR02, you can update the work center. So display IR03 is to, you can view the work center. This is how I created one mechanical work center. Okay. So let's imagine there's an electrical team in my plant. Okay. Jamshedpur plant, under the 1000 plant, there's a electrical team. So how to create the electrical work center? I will show one more time. So enter the IR01 transaction and enter the plant. So this time I will be creating the electrical work center, right? Let me use electrical name. So let's imagine it's an electrical work center. Forget about this underscore 90. There's no meaning for that. Press enter. So enter electrical maintenance team and electrical. There is another person who is responsible. Mr. We know how to add the person like Gandhar is a person. Location is a production team. They also electrical team also sit in the production area and usage should be for they also use for should be used for only for maintenance relevant task. Okay, not for any other work task. So I'm restricting to use this electrical team for only maintenance relevant task. And SAP, so zero, like standard value key, we don't use standard value key. Ideally, standard value key nothing but is a machine time, machine running time, labor working time, and operator working time, and job setup timeline is a more on production side. So there'll be a different standard value key will be there for those, but in PM model we don't use. So default. So for now, like all the maintenance work will be completed by internally, and capacities you can use 002 as a category. Other formula, okay. Enter the category, okay. So enter the capacity formula, enter the scheduling formula. Okay, in the capacities, you can add the electrical people. Let's say only there are two people, okay, in the electrical team. So in the electrical team, so this is a database, employee database. HR team, they will take care of it. We don't worry about that. Okay, so Mr. Albert, see, Albert is a one person. So these are you can add the employees to the work center. Okay, Mr. Chris Mario, see, like this we can add the people like this. Okay, let's imagine. Okay, only two people will be there. Let me enter the description and go back and go to the scheduling. Enter the capacity category. Enter the uh, this one scheduling capacity category. Okay, and enter the scheduling formula SAP 004 and the costing. You can enter the cost center. Enter the activity type. Enter the this one. Okay, scheduling formula and click on save. So this is now a second work center is created. Okay, and if you want to change, you can go to the IR02 transaction. So if you want to change the example, you want to modify the description like this, okay? Electrical maintenance team, let's say it's a maintenance team. You can enter the description. See, work center now got changed. And this is how I explained how to create a two work center. Now I want to see example. I want to get the report of work center. Let's say I have so many work center which are created for my plant, and I want to see all the work center. For that, use CR05 is a transaction to get the report, to get the list. So now I don't know like which work center, just I want to see all the work center. So for that, now I want to get the only plant maintenance work center. Select the 0005 category, just run the report. See, now see these are the work center. I created so many. Here example mechanical work center, just now I created this one, right? Double click on, you can view the work center. See, this is how work center will work. Okay, so just I explain how to create a work center, but what you guys like in a next slowly going forward, you will understand why, how will be useful, where it will be linked. Okay, so today we completed work center topic. Next class, I'm going to explain function locations. Function location, nothing but it's if maintenance areas. If you take example, Tata Steel company, it has so many plants like Jamshedpur plant, Chennai plant, UK plant, like that. Okay, so production units, production plants. Under the production plants, like they have the let's say Jamshedpur plant, they have the so many department like SMS one department, CRM one department. There is a utility sorry, there is RMHS department, like that. Okay, they can have so many departments. So if you go to the SMS one department, that is one of the steel melting shop. So under that department, again sub departments. So like utility areas, there'll be so many departments. So again under that, there'll be under the utility like pumping section, like that. Okay, first level is a company, second level is a plant. Like after that, like departments. Let's see how to create a function location in the next class. And under that, there'll be machineries. Okay, what are different types of machineries and what are parts? Okay, all these class characteristic. Okay, so permits, catalogs, we'll study in different class. I'll be taking a separate class for each one. So for now, work center, in interview they will ask, can you explain the work center? What are the details you will fill in the work center? And can you explain the integration with the HR model? Okay, PM model with the HR model. So you should say, so integration between the HR model is like in the work center. When we click on the HRMS, we can add the employees to the work center. Okay, that's the one of the integration between the PM model and the HR model. And you should say work center nothing but is a group of maintenance people who are responsible for carrying out the maintenance activities. Like we can create a work center like mechanical, electrical, like instrumentation, like the different purpose we can create a work center. So to create a work center, IR01 transaction. So for the plant, particular plant, we can create a work center and we enter the usage. We enter the standard value key. We enter the person responsible. We enter the controlling key. We enter like all these like capacity details. Okay, and we link the this one cost center. We link activity types. That's how we create a work center. You should say at least few information. Okay. That's all about today's class. Any questions, any doubts? So now you have to install the SAP and keep practicing. Okay. If anyone has a doubt, you can note down. We can discuss in the class. Okay. And you can also post in the WhatsApp group. But my advice, just you guys have to post a question in the what, like we can discuss in the class. If it is a lengthy one, I cannot answer in the, I cannot text. Okay, I cannot explain in the message. So if it is a simple, I will answer. Okay, if it is a if it is a more details required, then we can discuss in the class. If anyone like you want to connect separately or something after the class, you can share your screen. And if any issue or something, obviously when you are practicing, you will get so many errors, so many doubts. Okay, so we can discuss. Okay. So and also like try explain like you can, if you're getting, when you're practicing, if you get some error or something, take a screenshot and explain, you can post in the WhatsApp group, and I will answer there. Okay. So any questions, any doubts, and don't send a message like because error screenshot to individual, like don't send a person, don't send to me. Because why? Because see, there'll be so many, I mean many students, like they will asking, keep on asking the repeated question in order to avoid that. And also if you post in the group, so we'll get a idea what kind of issues we'll get, how the, what is the fix and all, like it's a good that we can use the group. Okay. So any details, any questions today?
Oh,
Hi.
hello.